Good morning, everyone. Now we are back with the second part of our poem, Lucy Gray. Right? So we'll start. At daybreak on a hill they stood. So what happens now? Parents are out in search of Lucy, and as the storm has settled, so in the dawn time they are out and they are standing on a hill that overlooked the moor, and there they have overlooked the marshy area. And what have they seen? Nothing other than the bridge of wood, and hence they saw the bridge of wood a furlong from their door, and they could see everything around. Furlong is a distance measuring tool, so at around 8 miles. So they have just seen from everywhere. By standing at the top of the hill, they could see the bridge, they can see the furlong every distance, but they cannot see Lucy anywhere. They wept, they were shouting, they were crying, and when they were going homeward back to the home, they started crying, and they said they hoped in heaven we all shall meet, and they were hoping that now they all will be meeting in the heaven. Why they think so? Because they think that the Lucy is no more. Why could they make out the Lucy is no more? Because they were not able to spot out this girl anywhere in that marshy area, and also there was a belief that she might have lost her life in the storm only. They believed that she has lost her life because they could not spot her. When in the snow the mother spied the prints of Lucy's feet. Lucy's feet means footprints of Lucy. Now when they were coming down of that hill, when they were coming down that hill where they were spotting everything, they found the mother looked at the footprints of the Lucy's feet which was there in the snow. Right? Next stanza says, then downwards from the steep hill's edge, and when they were coming down that hill, they tracked the footmarks small, and when they were coming down, the footmarks grown smaller in size, and they thought the broken hawthorn hedge, and that hawthorn, the bridge was broken, and there they found out that bridge is broken, and ahead there is a long stone wall, and this is the place finally where the Lucy might have lost her life. Clear? Now moving on to the next stanza. And then an open field they crossed an open field. Firstly they were at the top of the hill, and then they came down the hill, and now they are crossing an open field. The marks were still the same, the footmarks were the same as they were there on the snow. They tracked them on and are never ever lost. So they were tracking those footmarks and which were never lost, which were there in the snow. And to the bridge they came. Now finally, firstly they were on the hill, they came down the hill, then they crossed an open field, and now they are on the bridge which was broken. That was the location where Lucy must have finally arrived, and that is the place where she had lost her life. Right? They followed from the snowy bank. So river, mountain, road was there, and they were following that snowy bank, those footmarks one by one. They were following the footmarks and into the middle of the bridge, and further there were none. Till middle of the bridge there were footmarks of Lucy, and when ahead the bridge was broken, they could not trace the footmarks of Lucy. Right? Yet some maintain that to this day, today, there is a belief that she is a living child. While how living child? Not in a physical form, but living in our memories, living in our heart, and living in that natural form. That you may see sweet Lucy Gray upon the lonesome violence. Yet people believe that Lucy might be arriving that place, that wild moor where she used to come as a lonely child, and she used to just have a trip over that area. Right? Although she is dead, but still her memories are alive in that area. This is over rough and smooth. She trips along, means she comes to that area and she trips over the rough areas and the smooth areas, and she never looks behind towards her family, and rather she sings a solitary song that whistles in the wind. And she sings being a solitary girl there, she sings a song and which keeps on echoing in our heart along with the wind. As the wind blows, similarly the whistling of her song also blows. Right? Thank you, and the poem stands over here.